Hello, my name is Calibos, the only boss with one S. Mubarak Karim to all our Muslim brothers and sisters around the world. And also a happy new month to all of you from Tap Tap Send in the whole Riase. As you already know, Tap Tap Send remains to be your number one, numero uno money transfer app you can ever find in the whole world. All you have to do is to go onto Google Play Store or App Store and download Tap Tap Send. The name is what? Tap Tap Send. Now, the testimonies from people is overwhelming. Everybody is giving the good testimony about Tap Tap Send because I've used it before and I understand how reliable, secure, and fast the app is. You, if you like, put it to a test and you'll see. So, what are you waiting for? Download Tap Tap Send now. Keep on sending the money to the loved ones and your family and let them appreciate you more. Remember the name. It's Tap Tap Send. Hey.
Tap Tap Send. Send more, spend less.
Hello, my name is Bismarck Ejapon. I'm a personal trainer here at Wembley Leisure Center. I am here to help you to achieve your health and fitness goals and also to transform your physique. I'm in the gym almost every single day. If I'm not here, you can come through to the casual area where you find my iPad stand and you can get in contact with me by filling in your details. If not, speak to a member of Better Gym staff and they'll be able to get in contact with myself.
Work time is here, and anytime there is work, you should know that we have to sit and talk about all the necessary things that we have to talk about here on Sammy Flex TV. And today I'm going to do this particular editorial to try to solve an issue that has been brewing in our media space here in Ghana and beyond it, because I know outside of Ghana, so many people have been monitoring what we are doing here in Ghana. And interestingly, this is a clash among ourselves in the showbiz space. A clash of program names. And it is between two big names in our industry. Nanama McBROWN, like she pronounces it, as well as Andy the Dosty of Hits FM fame. And I'm going to settle this once and for all. As it stands now, there are some people who are asking themselves, so who is going to suffer at the end of the day? I know who will suffer. Between Andy Dosty's program on Adum TV and Nanama McBROWN's program on Onua TV, I know who is going to suffer, and that is what I'm going to tell you briefly. Then we run away from here on this particular session of editorial on Sammy Flex TV. If it is your first time here, my name is Sammy Flex, and we are doing this for you and yours. So remember to also subscribe to our platform so you can get all our updates on show business in Ghana. Let me also say thanks to Digital Rasta. You can also call him Currency. He is handling our camera for us. And Richie Flex is the editor and director of our shows. Let me also say thanks to Tap Tap Send, a supporter of this platform, always making sure that we are giving you something that you can also use to entertain, educate, and of course, inform yourself. Now, straight to business. If there is one department that we have to appreciate, we have to be grateful for the growth of our arts and creative industry, we can't ignore the media. Never. And nobody should be able to do this at all. We can't ignore the media. This is because elsewhere, people are not even getting to know what went wrong and what went right when it comes to our showbiz issues. But here, because we have plethora of platforms talking about our issues in the industry at every point in time, we get to solve our issues. So check on many radio stations. There are so many platforms discussing showbiz related programs. Check on TV stations. So many platforms discussing showbiz related programs. Then when you come to the online platforms, so many, more than necessary. Thanks to some people who started some of these things. And of course, Sammy Flex I also take a huge credit. I have to credit myself in this area as well. Because when everybody was scared to do a morning program which is showbiz related on radio, Sammy Flex from nowhere, who was just an entertainment newspaper editor, Flex Newspaper decided to do this, to compete with all the huge current affairs programs on morning radio, on plus 89.9 FM, and it was big. It gave birth to so many of them. Now we have some programs competing all these current affairs programs, and it's looking good. So, and the Dosty has been on radio doing his Hits FM thing. That is Hits. I've forgotten the name of his program in the morning, Crampo. Daybreak Hits. Thank you. So he calls his program Daybreak Hits. And he's been running this program Mondays to Thursdays on Hits FM. Okay, earlier it was Mondays to Fridays on Hits FM. But now, I know he does it from Mondays to Thursdays. And Doreen Avio comes to take the Friday thing with the girly kind of talk on radio. So for some reasons, Andy decided to give us a replica of what he does on radio on TV. And he decided to do that on Adum TV. And on Adum TV, he calls his show Showtime. Get it again. Showtime. The only difference is that his time is spelled T-Y-M. T-Y-M. That is how he spells his time. Now, I have the video evidence to show when he was telling the world that I am about to do something on TV in addition to what I do on radio called Showtime. Just check this out. When I come back, I'll be telling you how come Nanama McBROWN also decided, after all the pomp and pageantry, after her signing to the Media General platform, Onua TV, they also decided to come up with the same name, and who is likely or who is going to suffer in this clash of program names. Check out Andy Dosty's announcement of his Showtime, and I'll be right back.
Hello, you're from Andy Dosty. So, you say, Ben, you say, Ghana will be an immunity to Nepa. A ban is signature. See, I'm recording you more studio.
But I want you to believe me as a producer who knows what's better.
A ban events. Another program beyond. Nina, McBROWN. Meaning one bread. Mama near Womukum. Nina, McBROWN. Ebasi ya nhwe wo mo a minim ba bi a me hu wo mo efise adwuma ma reda yin kwa me nda nyumre e bono wo pepepe ato Adum TV na hwe me Andy Dosty me ma bedwafo na entertainment stories e ba ko mu nyina no ye ntenase ne en discuss kayo no wo pepepe wa Adum TV.
All right, so on multimedia platform that is on Adum TV, and the Dosty has started this. I know it has not been so long, maybe maximum about 2 or 3 months he has been doing this, or maybe even less, because I know it has not been so long since he started this. And he has been running affairs with the likes of Sally Frimpong Man. I know Bulldog has been on the platform. Let me also say big ups to DJ Slim, who has also been one of the usual faces on that platform. And they have been running it so far, so very good. If you're a fan of this business, I know that you have been watching all these programs, serving the industry and making sure you also get somewhere with it. So, Media General signed on Nanama McBROWN from UTV. We all know the story. No need to belabor that point. When she decided to move out from the Despite Media platform, so many people were asking where next will be her stop. And finally, information came that she was going to Onua TV, or better still, Media General. And when she arrived, we saw the hype. Everybody in Ghana was paying attention to them. The welcome party alone, that debate that was organized for her, was a deal breaker. It was just enough for everybody to know that something heat is coming from that particular angle. Now, we were all waiting, because I got information that though she was signed, she wasn't working, and of course, she was still taking her salary. That was the information I got from reliable sources from Media General. That Nanama McBROWN was signed. Her program name was not even known. When she was going to do the program was not even known. What type of program? So many people did not know this. But one thing was sure, that she was taking her salary, a good amount of money. No two ways about that. Now, finally, I think somewhere last weekend, she put out a teaser or a promo of her readiness and availability to do the program. Now, just go check this out, and I'll come back to tell you some more.
Apraketo ahia kese a na wabobo mene esrem sei jata me wo wura ma basa me ba be fa me dibre mo kasa mo bisa mo ye hu dede atadwe ya tede enti ye krado dwumadi a mo ye hu dede ahwe ni mu ache no ya to ni din say onua show time with me na now McBROWN Michelle mo bo say ye be sua de na ye diagro ya pensen mo wo nua show time dwumadi so no meni mo betutu akwa akoba bia woni hunda akoba bia onansi da afei ye be di nkomo ama ho asepe yen onua show time dwumadi ye de bro fiada ene kwasiada nwumre bia efiada ye be di nkomo afa asetenam ni abrabomu na kwasiada de ene gye nko a say yenyo asa ene gye mu nkomo ana abrabo ni asetenam nsem wo nua show time so de obia benya ne de cheers amara fi say wo de wa fidie no ebeto onua tv na wo hwe onua show time ye de bro fiada ene kwasiada nwumre bia everything on so ekopim no nkono onua show time yeah jini wani die.
So that was Nanama McBROWN's announcement, and the world got to know that, okay, finally, she's coming on air to do a program that she also calls Showtime. Good thing is that her time is spelled like the time we all know, T-I-M-E, time. And the moment it came out, those of us who have been observing the space got to know that, no, something is wrong somewhere. What is wrong? They are going to clash with Andy Dosty's Showtime on Adum TV. How did this happen? We still don't know. Did Onua TV and the McBROWN team, did they know there was something on Adum TV also called Showtime, or they didn't know at all? Reason they changed their time, well, I cannot say they changed their time because they spelled time as in time. But did they know that there was another Showtime? Because beyond the spelling, anywhere you mention it, Showtime is Showtime. It's not as if one is calling his show team and another is calling his Showtime. It is still Showtime for both. But I'm here asking myself, so now that we have Showtime, both on TV, it's not as if one is on radio and one is on TV. Maybe if one is on radio and one is on TV, you could have even done some differences. But unfortunately, both of the shows are on TV. Both of the shows are during the weekends. They are in the evenings as well. And the Dosty does his show on Saturdays, I think from 8 p.m. And Nanama McBROWN, according to information that she has put out, she'll be doing it on 2 days. That is Fridays and Sundays. So still, the weekend is booked for these shows. Now, you have been asking yourself how this is going to pan out. And I can tell you how this is going to pan out. As it stands now, and the Dosty show, with the little videos, pictures that I've seen, snippets of videos that I've seen online, and the Dosty show might not be in full flight yet. I have a feeling like that. Because even you are watching it, the set is not a well-done set. Like, I know Multi TV, I know Adum TV. If they are coming up with some shows, they know how to come up with their well-built sets that you know, oh, this is a beautiful or a well-built set designed for it. If I look at the Dosty's show, it doesn't come across like that. The set looks too small for an Adum TV kind of production. Adum TV is huge. No two ways about that. You cannot underrate Adum TV when it comes to ratings of television platforms we have here in Ghana. Adum TV is so huge. So when I look at their set, I know that no, looks like this particular show is really not ready like that. Looks like this show has something to do before they can start with a full flight. Because as it stands now, their show takes only 2 panel members because of the size of the set. That is Andy Dosty, the host, and 2 other guests, making it 3 in all. Now, we don't know what McBROWN is coming to show us yet. But from information this weekend, I hear that while she was waiting, one of the things that kept her waiting for long was the building of her set alone. That is one credible information I have. That while she was waiting, while she was at home and still taking salaries, it was because they were taking time to build that set for her. And we know the magnitude of the brand Nanama McBROWN. It comes with so much force. It comes with so much value. It comes with so much respect. It comes with so much commerce. I mean, there is money in that brand. So their set alone is going to be something that will be talked about. Because knowing where she came from, the United Showbiz platform, knowing how huge that set was, she would not come and do something little. Obviously, she would come and impress, because whether we like it or not, we are going to do some comparison of where she was and where she is going now, or what she's about to do now. So after taking time to build their set, I know they are about to give us something gigantic, something gargantuan like we say, something that will blow our minds. And that alone will make them the talking point in town. So it means their showtime is going to be talked about more than the Adum TV showtime. That is point 1. Now point 2. I know very well that Nanama McBROWN, coming from the camp of Father Dixon, knowing how they pump in money to produce their shows, she would not want to do something less at Onua TV. She would not want to do something little at Onua TV. She would want to make sure that production is expensive, production is rich. So it means getting guests of any value, of any standard, is not going to be hard for that show, because it is Nanama McBROWN. If there is one showbiz personality or celebrity in Ghana who is loved by all, I can vouch for Nanama McBROWN on any day, because she is down to earth. Nanama McBROWN will meet you any day and run with you as if she has known you for decades. But she just got to meet you. And interestingly, I can tell you that if she comes on that show, she is going to pull every brand at all that she wants on that show. Which means people will be talking about that show even the more. And she says the show is even going to be in 2 different segments or sessions. One that she'll be going out to places that we have not been before. And I said, oh, we've been to everywhere before. There is no place on this earth that someone has not been to before. Well, maybe the other guy who will be watching. But to some of us, we've been to almost everywhere before. But that's what the program says. That I'll be going to some places to get some information for the people. And they'll come back on Sundays to sit in the studio. That's a smart one. I know that McBROWN would want to use some of the known faces, known voices when it comes to entertainment punditry in Ghana. And she knows very well Fridays, Saturdays, most of these guys are booked. But on Sundays, no one is booked anywhere. They are all free. They are all available. So she can get them. Then again, when you take a casual look at our industry, especially in the media space, on Sundays, there is no entertainment program, both on TV and on radio. I used to do some Sunday shows on radio, Plus FM, some years ago. Until then, no other station in Accra, specifically, does show business on Sundays. Saturdays is so choked. So on the Dosty show clashes with UTV, United Showbiz. Obviously, United Showbiz is bigger than what Andy Dosty started, because they started before him, and plus the platform has been so noisy, so therefore you hear their noise whether you like it or not, whether you are ready to see it or not. So Nanama McBROWN coming on a Sunday also adds another advantage to her show, and it will make the Showtime name get to them very easier than it is with Andy Dosty show. As it stands now, all the odds are in favor of Nana McBROWN in terms of value, in terms of production, in terms of looks, in terms of the space, the availability, how free that space will be. In fact, on Sunday, so many people are bored in the evening. One, people don't want to go out because they know they'll be working on Monday, so they want to relax. Sundays, more or less, family settings at home, and they'll get all the eyeballs at the detriment of my brother and the Dosty show. So the big question is, will someone change the name? If someone will change the name, I would even advise humbly that they can be smart to change their name. As in multi-TVs and the Dosty's, Adum TV's program, they can be smart to change their name if they like. So far, it is fresh. So far, it is new. Not many people even know about the show. Honestly, not many people know about the show. Because like I said, the show has not been long. It has been like less than 2 months or 3 months. So it's not long that much. So if they change the name, it will not be anything. It will also not mean that they are scared of anything, but it will mean they want to build a brand that will not have any conflict with any name, no matter where it comes from. But at the moment, if Nana McBROWN's show time starts, it will definitely swallow that of Andy Dosty's show on Adum TV. Just like the whale swallowed Yona. It will swallow Andy Dosty's program. A word to the wise is enough. If they can, as much as it is possible. This is not about pride. This is not about someone being bigger, or it is just about having a peculiar brand that nobody can joke with. Because imagine when the name starts Showtime, and it start going anywhere. When you mention Showtime, they say, oh, Showtime, Nana McBROWN's program. No, you are now coming to explain, no, this is not Nana McBROWN's program. It is Andy Dosty's program. You are not coming to explain, oh, our Showtime is spelled T-Y-M, while their Showtime is spelled T-I-M-E. Waste of energies, waste of time, waste of resources. Why don't you have a clear-cut thing and do your thing? Like I started my show on CTV, Class Showbiz. There is only one Class Showbiz everywhere you go in the world. The Showbiz with class. So why are we going to struggle with name clash? This is my 2 cents to share on this. No two ways about that. If the Nana McBROWN show starts, and the Dosty show will suffer in terms of brand image, in terms of brand recognition, they can do that now. It is not too late. I came to share this with you. You can also share your opinion with me. That is fair. You can do that now or never. Let me say thanks to the Jetta Rasta Currency on camera, Richie Flex, who is the editor-director of the show. My name is Sammy Flex. If you loved this, share with your people. Tell them that Sammy Flex has predicted the future. Let's see what happens. Really and truly, we know our game, and when we say it, it comes to pass. Watch this happen and tell someone Sammy Flex said it first on Sammy Flex TV. I'll see you in our next video. We're out of here.